Have you always wondered how to create these really awesome soap inserts? Today, we're gonna figure it out. Hey everybody, welcome to Middle Life DIY. My name is Leslie. Thanks for tuning in today. If you're into these how-to beginner soap making videos, please consider subscribing, drop a like, and say hello in the comments. We're happy to have you. Thanks for coming.
And here we are. Our goat's milk melt and pour soap base has now melted down and is ready for that beautiful black pearl mica powder to be added in. It's a pearlescent mica powder. I pre-mixed this powder with a rubbing alcohol, just a little bit, and that helps to prevent it from clumping or getting sort of unmixed in clumps of the powder in the bottom of the soap bars. So this works pretty well. I use it sparingly, as it can sort of change the way the chemistry between the rubbing alcohol and the soap does sort of change how the color interacts if you use too much. So sparingly, just enough to mix it into a bit of a liquid, not so much that it changes the chemistry of the soap for sure. So what I'm going to be doing is using this black as the main part of the soap. We're going to be eventually adding our insert to this sort of gorgeous black pearlescent soap that we're making here. So enjoy as we finish stirring this all in and making it beautiful. We'll add it to this green silicone mold, thus then allowing it to cool as much as we can. The rubbing alcohol spritz in the silicone mold is just to prevent some of those soap bubbles that sometimes happen. So temperature is key with this. We want to allow this base to cool down as much as possible, while also taking great care to ensure that it doesn't cool down so much that it tries to set up. Goat's milk melt and pour soap base as before. This time we're going to make it all pearlescent and white with some gorgeous white pearlescent mica powder. It's got that stunning sheen on it, just to make the white pop even more than it already does. So we'll go ahead and melt down the soap and then pour ever so gently into the silicone molds here. Once we do pour in those silicone molds, I like to allow it to sit for at least 24 hours. I want that soap to get as hard as possible so that it can withstand the hot soap being poured around it when it comes time to insert it into the main bar. So what I'll do is I'll allow it to sit for 24 hours in the mold. I'll unmold it, and then I'll give it at least another 24 hours just out in open air to get nice and hard, so that it can resist that hot melted soap around when we decide to place it as an insert into the larger silicone mold.
Okay, our inserts have now sat for 24 hours. We're going to open up these molds and see our really amazing inserts. Super shimmery. There you have it. There's our Christmas tree. We've got our maple leaf here. This one's going to need a little bit of tidying up. There it is. Fantastic. So this insert will go right into the soap like that, or you can chop it and set it on top. And last but not least is a winter snowflake. Gotta be kind of gentle so we don't damage our delicate definitions in the design. Now I over poured when I filled this on the top, so I expect that to look a bit, that's gonna look a bit rough. There's our snowflake right there. How cool. We can clean this up with the cutter. Super cool. And there's the inserts. Now I put one into a bar of soap so you can see what it looks like. So we'll go ahead and unmold this. Okay. I might take a couple cuts just to get to where we can see it. There it is. Check that out. How cool is that? Now you can, if you want to move it around, you can let the bottom set a bit and then put it in, or you can do like I did and sort of put them all in together, or yeah, let your soap set up a bit more. How exciting is that? So there you have it. This is how to make and use the inserts. So amazing. Love it so much. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this little insert short video, drop a like. If this is the kind of content you enjoy, where we do sort of a DIY, step-by-step handmade tutorials, please click subscribe to the channel. We do this here 3 times a week, so you're welcome to come and join us for all the exciting variety of crafts that we do here, all of which are DIY. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video.